Okay, so we're gonna film in Macau on a Saturday night. This is usually an area that's filled with tourists. It's Saturday, March 6th. And usually this whole street is usually, this is kind of the center part of Taipa. And it's generally just completely packed and filled, and you can barely get around people. And especially on a weekend and especially on a Saturday night. But the coronavirus is... Go check out the road. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. But the coronavirus has definitely changed all that. So you actually, let me see, this guy's usually standing right there. Everybody you do see will be wearing a mask. So okay. So we're just going to walk through around Taipa a little bit, and I'll just kind of explain some stuff that's happening. So basically, here's a Portuguese restaurant. Even this one's really well known. The Rolling Stones came here, so there's even some of the people are wearing masks during the dinner. I guess they're waiting until the food is served. There's Big Jacket right there. So anyways, we're going to kind of share what's going on here. So some of the things that's happening here is we're all required to wear masks. You can't get in a bus without a mask. Some businesses say that you can't wear a mask, or you can't get into the business unless you have a mask. So that's going on. And then also when you get on, go into certain buildings, some of them make you put in a little QC code and fill it in and let them know where you are, you know, with all your ID and information, so that way if there's any anybody that actually does contaminate anybody else, that they have a record of that. Let's see, we're just gonna go back in one of these little alleys. So so you also have to do that. The ferries are canceled, so you can't get in and out to Hong Kong at all. They're discouraging people leaving Macau. So there's little broadcasting things that say, you know, wash your hands frequently, always wear a mask, don't leave the city, don't travel during this time. Kind of makes sense, because I guess, you know, if you're, you know, a lot of people that are moving the virus around are people that are moving around, traveling, getting on planes, going to Italy and South Korea. Right now, there's a South Korea, when I came into Hong Kong a few days ago, actually was one of those people that was actually moving around a little bit. And I'm gonna stay put, of course. But one of the things that happened, let me see, I guess I'm gonna go this way. You can hear my coffee. So so anyways, let's just see here. Gonna go by, we're gonna go down this little alley. This is kind of a cool little spot. Actually, these alleys are some of the coolest alleys. We're gonna maybe go down that way a little bit. So we're gonna walk, see some of these pink buildings and yellow buildings straight ahead. This is a little area called Taipa Village, by the way. Just kind of see kind of the coolest stuff. So, okay. So actually, when I came into Macau, like one of the catches is that when I came through Hong Kong, if you'd been in the last 14 days, if you'd been in South Korea, Italy, Iran, and I think they're going to expand that further, you weren't allowed to come into Hong Kong. And then also, like, you know, when I was traveling around, Philippines wouldn't let anybody who'd been to Hong Kong or Macau or China into their country. So a lot of this is happening in Asia now. And so there's a lot of, it's a little hard to see at nighttime in these little alleys. These alleys are really amazing when you see them in the daytime. Actually, they can be really cool at nighttime too. So anyways, we're gonna walk through these a little bit. Now walk into, so there's travel bans going on in Asia, and when I look at the United States, you know, it seems like it's not quite in the same spot. You know, they're kind of treating it like it's just a normal, regular virus, and people can go to work. Well, that's coming out of the administration. See, something just jumped off the bike. It must have been a cat. Anyways, so I've been watching the numbers of different countries, and now I think Korea's at like 6,000 now. It's 80,000 for I'm gonna go down here. There's one bar that's open, a few other bars that are open, but this one has most of the foreigners who came and hang out down here. I'm just gonna walk by it with a camera real quick. This is probably the one place you'll see people without masks because they're just drinking a beer, trying to unwind a little bit from everything. Let me just see. I think I don't want to go by it with a camera because I'm going to be talking in the camera. Let's see if I can go around it in another way though. We'll just go back down the same way and go down this alley right here. So we're gonna come out and it's gonna be a lot more lights and buildings up here at kind of a more of a main street. So anyways, that's kind of stuff that's happening in Macau right now. I was also in Indonesia, Philippines. Philippines had no cases, or sorry, 2 cases I think for the longest time, and now they have a couple more cases. And I think it kind of surprised them because they had a ban from China and Macau and Hong Kong, but yet somehow there was something, you know, kind of lurking inside, and I don't know if they've been doing much testing or not, but that might be a little bit of a surprise for them. Indonesia has only had 2 cases, but there was a lot of questioning if that was actually true, and I guess there was no facilities in Bali to even test people. They'd have to send the cases, they'd have to make a test and then send it to Jakarta and back. They just weren't equipped. Probably still the case. Anyways, what else do I want to share about coronavirus? Okay, we're gonna come around this side. So this is where the one bar is at. It's called OTT, and you can see it over there. There's actually a full moon too. I don't know if you can see that full moon up there, but yeah, that place is and you can see the full moon right there, and you can also see OTT right there too. I'm gonna keep on walking. OTT is Old Type of Tavern. There's a few people there. I think you kind of need to go out and kind of unwind a little bit, interact with people, because otherwise you're just kind of everybody's kind of locked in their house. There's no school here either, so schools are closed, all the kids are at home. Streets are pretty quiet. There's some people eating out, but you know, this is a Saturday night. Usually you'd see a lot more people around. There's kind of a fatigue setting in, you know, just going to buildings, get your forehead with a heater, and checking it and things like that. Anyways, I think I'm going to conclude this one. But you kind of get a little bit of a taste of what the city looks like at nighttime as well, on a Saturday night during a coronavirus days. All right.
Chiquinha, chiquinha, toma cuidado da bovidinha.